staple in the Cincinnati high school coaching community. Dr. Scott Rogers has been doing it for decades, but now he's hanging it up, retiring as the head coach of the Mount Notre Dame girls basketball program. Our high school sports insider Mike Dyer speaks one-on-one with Dr. Scott Rogers.
What are you most proud of from your time coaching at Mount Notre Dame?
I think the answer to that's really easy. It's just the quality of the student athletes that have graduated and gone on and done so well on the floor and off the floor, and what pride they've taken in their tradition, that they have definitely left a legacy where that's concerned, and I'm really proud of that. You know, there comes a time when, you know, I wanted to step away on my own terms. You know, I fought through some stuff in the past, and I just didn't. I don't want to leave. I wanted to leave the girls in good hands, which, you know, hopefully that will happen. But in terms of the program, the legacy is theirs, as I said in my letter to them, and when I spoke to them on Monday. You know, I told them it's their legacy. You know, in spite of what people say, the kind things they say about me and all of our coaches. I've never played 1 minute. I haven't played a minute.
Well, obviously, January of 2019 started the 98-game win streak, Coach. That was second all-time in state history. Tell me, what was it like to coach during such a lengthy win streak?
It's just so hard in Division I to get out of this area because the teams are so tough. The kids are really, really good, and they're well coached. And it's unbelievable that we could go on a 98-game win streak in this area too. So, you know, that's a Mount Notre Dame record. That's pretty cool, that 98-game thing. And the fact that, you know, had we won, I don't know if we would have. I mean, Reynoldsburg was really, really tough. You know, I felt we matched up well with them, but we would have had to get to that game after we won the semifinal. You know, so. Who knows?
Obviously, any coach can prepare for wins or losses, but nothing can prepare for what happened during the 2020 state tournament. An hour before you get to the bus to ride up to St. John Arena in Columbus, the OHSA canceled the state tournament due to the coronavirus outbreak. Coach, tell me what went on during that time and what it was like to console your players.
My mind was, I thought it was a horrible decision at the time not to play that game with, I don't care if you had no one in the stands, that game should have been played. That tournament should have been played. And that crushed our kids. That crushed Newark's kid, that crushed Glen Oak. They were in it. And I forget who the team was from the Northwest, but all those kids were crushed. We literally, the bus was waiting for us. We had a motor coach ready to take us up. And it was running, and the kid, we had just finished a walkthrough. We were getting ready to go on when we were told. And obviously, we had a couple kids that just really had a very difficult time. I had a difficult time with it. Coach Tudor had to go, literally, he had to go sit by himself for about 15 minutes. He was devastated because I'm sure he's thinking, are we going to be able to do this again? And not only that, you know, to totally shut down things the way that things were shut down, I just, you know, I tried to say, you know, you try to tell the girls, hey, you know, this is not on, you have no control over this. As much as you hate it, you have no control. I mean, try telling that to a 16, 17-year-old young lady. I mean.
And your team was 28-0.
We were 28-0.
As you recall, you were #1 in the country by 3 publications.
Yes.
To complete that season, but never had the opportunity to play in the state Final Four.
That's correct.
I've known you for almost 20 years, Coach. You've always been first class, the interviews and requests and everything in between. I really appreciate your time and perspective, and I wish you all the best.
Hey, I love you. You've been unbelievable to our program. I appreciate the attention. As I told you before, that you didn't not only give us, you gave girls basketball in Cincinnati. We are, I mean, you're so far ahead of the curve that way. I mean, I talk to other coaches in other cities. It's not the case. So I know I can speak for everybody, Mike. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts what you do for the girls game.
All right, thank you, Mike.